Hey everyone, it's Jack from WhatCulture.com and we're here at State of Emergency. Here is the line, just for King Ross, I believe. No one has yet approached me, although there is a girl over there in a Jobbers Need Love t-shirt. So we'll see how that goes later on. But yeah, we're going to be looking ahead to WrestleMania, maybe NXT, just whatever these guys want to talk about, maybe Hall of Fame last night as well. But without any further ado, let's get to it. This is the Fast Count. So first, let's start off with the match that people are most looking forward to at WrestleMania. Does anyone want to say what match they're most looking forward to at Mania? Has anyone got one in particular? Okay. No, we do need more. Yes, go on.
I'm excited for John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice.
Okay, that's interesting. Why mostly?
Mostly because an intergender tag team match doesn't really happen much at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And, you know, the feud is like red hot right now. John Cena spitting mad fire. Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win and who do you want to win?
I think John Cena and Nikki are going to win and the proposal's going to happen, but I really want The Miz to win.
Yeah, I kind of want The Miz to win as well. He's been on like the run of his career, hasn't he? He's been awesome. Yeah. Does everyone agree? Give a nice... Nay, that's the first bit of news on the Fast Count. Next up, let's talk about AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. Does everyone think that match is set in stone? Because I have a conspiracy theory that Shane's going to... No. Do you not? What do you think?
Probably jump off a roller coaster or jump off the ring.
Right, but yeah, the higher ring above the ring. But do you think that match will happen, or do you think Shane will reveal a mystery opponent? It's not likely, but that's what I think might happen.
I don't necessarily think that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you did, and that's why I came to you. But it's all right. We'll ignore that whole...
I have conspiracies that I don't really think about.
Right.
It's like a conspiracy that just smacks me in the face, and it's like, oh, this could happen.
This is so deep. I wasn't quite expecting this, but this is good. And finally, you've already said Shane's going to... Do you think he'll jump off the ring into the outside?
Yeah, he's stupid enough to do that.
Stupid enough to do that. And brave.
Oh, yeah, he's got the balls for it.
He's got the balls for it. That's a nicer way of saying he's stupid enough to do that, guys. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. And finally, what's the general... Can I just get a noise of, like, is WrestleMania going to be a good show, a bad show, in the middle, on 3? Just do the noise that represents to you how WrestleMania is going to be this Sunday. 1, 2, 3. Middle. Sheer enthusiasm here in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, let's get some thoughts. Does anyone want to say why they think the show is going to be how they think it is?
Goldberg. Part-timers.
Part-timers. So you think it's not going to be that great because of part-timers? What does everyone else think?
I'll be alright as long as Goldberg Lesnar isn't the main event.
I think it might be, though.
If it actually lasts long and is actually a decent match, I don't mind. But if it's going to be like it was at Survivor Series, it's just going to be like, is that it?
What would you like to be the main event?
My heart says Bray and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, but I kind of think it's going to be Taker and Roman. Okay. Because I personally like Reigns, but I know people don't. And if it happens in the middle of the card and it doesn't happen the way people want it to be, they're going to just crap all over the rest of the show.
That's very interesting. Well, thank you very much. And thanks to the other... Right, he's gone. Thanks very much. Cheers. So we're joined by these guys. What are your names, sirs?
I'm Keith.
I'm Troy.
Nice to meet you guys. And you were at the Hall of Fame last night.
We were.
Yeah, good stuff last night.
Yeah?
A lot of fun last night.
Good.
Absolutely.
Well, one thing we noticed was there was a particularly strong class. The class of 2017 was such a huge class with Kurt Angle, Diamond Dallas Page, all these kind of Rock and Roll Express, of course. Who did you most look forward? Who did you enjoy most seeing inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Personally, my favorite wrestler of all time was Kurt Angle, and I loved that. Beth Phoenix's speech was surprisingly, amazingly good. And on top of that, it was just great to see Rick Rude finally get the nod.
I got to tell you, I think DDP choked me up at the beginning. That was a long speech, but a good one. And then Jim Cornette's induction speech for the Rock and Roll Express, on point, no swear words, surprised me, but great.
One of the ones I enjoyed most was Rick Rude's son. He was a very charismatic guy. He gave a great speech. I suppose it's only natural that he's a charismatic guy with such a charismatic father. But what did you guys think of that speech?
That was awesome. I think that's the best posthumous inductee speech we've ever had.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Also, one thing that is a huge shout out to Beth Phoenix, the best way in the world to address the elephant in the room with China. Absolutely perfectly handled, absolutely flawless.
Well, thank you guys very much. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the show as well. Now, we are joined by some guys who've made some very ill-advised fashion decisions here. What are your names, gentlemen?
I'm Sean.
I'm Trent.
And you've both declared yourselves loyal subjects of our terrifying monarch, King Ross. Why?
He's a sick guy. I don't know.
Right.
He is the king!
Yeah, typically complex opinions there from a pair of typical King Ross fans, I think. Now, guys, I was going to ask you about NXT, because we've already talked about WrestleMania to a few other people, but are you guys going to go? Are you going to watch it?
Yeah, we'll be there.
You go. You go to NXT. Which match are you most looking forward to?
Ooh, I'm looking for that Rude and Nakamura rematch. I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, their first match was really good as well with the whole injury thing and all that sort of stuff. Are you the same?
I'm a glorious subject of Bobby Roode himself, so
You've got two.
victorious.
You've got two kings. That's controversial, but okay, fair enough. And finally, this card seems to have been hyped less than a lot of other NXT cards, particularly last year in 2016. Do you think it'll still live up to expectations? Do you think it'll be a good show, or do you think it'll be kind of mediocre?
I think it'll still exceed expectations. I know it hasn't gotten a lot of hype as much as their other ones, but every single one has stolen the show somehow, so I think they're on track to do something pretty amazing again.
And finally, do you think Triple H will make an appearance at all?
Maybe in the beginning for an introduction or something, but I don't know. Maybe he'll pull out a surprise and make us all go home in shock.
I thought you meant he'll make you all go home. You just come out and go, it's off. Go. Off you go. Well, gents, thank you very much. I'm not too sure about this whole situation, but yeah, thanks for being on the Fast Count. Look out for it on YouTube. Those t-shirts are grim, aren't they? They're bad. Now we're here with a group of guys who are incredibly excited about the Raw after WrestleMania. Woo! Yeah. Awesome. Now, oh yeah, it's this section of fans. They're going to ruin the show. In recent years, the Raw after WrestleMania, kind of a stigma's grown about it because of, well, stuff like that. The CM Punk chanting about your hotel and your travel package and all that sort of thing. But do you think anything inside the ring, anything shocking is going to happen, or anything specific? I'll just go around and you can all just say things.
I think now the Raw after WrestleMania has that shock value attached to it. Everyone knows because they're resetting for a new year that something happens. I think, something's going to happen with Kurt Angle. My hope is Nakamura comes out, but I'm going to take what I get really because it's going to be a good show and it'll just be fun.
Thank you very much. Kurt Angle, Nakamura, anything like that?
Yeah, you always got to expect the unexpected after Raw. So, I mean, if we see Angle, there's going to be a huge pop. If we see Nakamura, there's going to be a huge pop. Regardless, it's going to be a big surprise.
Maybe Finn Balor's return?
Oh, that'd be amazing. Would love that.
CM Punk, yeah?
I'm going to go for Finn Balor. Maybe they'll do what they did in Royal Rumble where we thought we were going to get Samoa Joe on the pay-per-view, but we got him in the, the Raw previous. Maybe they're going to do that. Maybe WWE, they like to tease the fans. We want to have Balor on WrestleMania night, and maybe we'll just get him on the, the Raw after. So I'm going to go for Balor.
Thank you very much. How many more? I'll do you two. Are you? You looked a bit startled there. I was like, I don't know if these guys want to be on camera.
Filled with anxiety right now, but if I was going to guess anything, I'm going to put bets on the Hardys maybe showing up because, everyone kind of wants them to show up on SmackDown, face the Wyatts and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if the management sees that the same way, have two kind of creepy tag teams on the same show, and maybe they'll do that later on the line, a cross-promotional pay-per-view, but I think for now they might show up and mix up the tag team division on Raw, which kind of needs that, and SmackDown's kind of got stuff already kind of settled out. American Alphas does pretty good, and,
I'd just like to point out, even though you said he was nervous, it's just amazing how Americans, even the nervous Americans, can speak far more eloquently than I ever have on camera. It's crazy. Any final thoughts on the Raw after Mania?
Probably Finn.
Yeah.
And Nakamura.
Yeah. Cool. Both or either, or any? Which one would you prefer?
Probably Nakamura, for sure.
Well, thanks very much, guys. That's been Adam Cleary. Any final thoughts?
Sunderland lost and Crystal Palace won.
Sunderland lost? Right, well, Sunderland are getting relegated. What better way to close the Fast Count? I've been Jack from WhatCulture.com. Thank you to everyone here at State of Emergency. You've really rattled me there, and we'll see you soon.